Good morning. So let's continue a little bit about the idea of fear because I haven't actually fully spoken about it in the previous video. There are some viewpoints that are quite important to understand. So now you know fear is a result of the forgetting of what you truly are and the observation fundamentally of all that is seemingly around you through the body. So in combination with not knowing what you truly are, it's very easy and actually quite guaranteed that you begin to identify with the body itself. Now you are in a state of seeming separation because you believe yourself to be alone. You believe yourself to be separate from all things. Now remember, what you believe to be true, you will create as a direct experience for you. And the state in which you abide in is what will color, so to speak, the perceptions that you then hold when you are perceiving those things. So, in the instant in which you have believed yourself to be separate, you created a great drama for you that is of seeming separation. So, suddenly you have created a means of holding yourself away from, at least temporarily, seemingly, from the fulfillment of your desires, which let's say it's time or process, right? Now suddenly you have created a feeling that is indicating to you that there is imminent danger, or that something that is not good for you will happen. That is fear. And out of that fear, then the actual action of avoidance or behavior of avoidance arises. So now you have time, you have fear, and now also there is the very limited perspective of the body, because the body mind experiences only that which is now, and it is designed only to experience that which is. You may remember things that were in the past, and you may anticipate things that may be based on what was. All the while, just as a side note, there is no past, right? Every single moment is a completely new one. So the past are just experiences or realities, parallel realities that you hold onto, but they are not really as much part of you as you believe. Regardless, you hold on to them because you do not know it better. So that was just a side. I will actually go into that in another video, I guess. Regardless, so my point is, the body mind does not know anything. It is designed to be only in the now. But the thing is, because it is not able to perceive the whole picture, the whole playing out, so to speak, the end result and how you get there, it is very easy for it to lose itself into its own judgments of that which happens all around it, even though it is for you, right? Even if it is very beneficial, it does not see it, because we are experiencing the idea of process, time, right? The going to a certain destination. That means that we are experiencing the rearranging of things, right? Conception of the idea or focus on a specific desire or idea. And here is the fulfillment. This one here is the rearranging of your reality from here to get to here. And this rearranging seems sometimes to the separated mind that things are being taken away and destroyed and all the rest. So it perceives it that way, which is more of dissonance, which means because they focus on things being taken away, they create more things to be taken away. But again, this is just a perception. I will get into that in a second. So it loses itself very strongly into that perception because it does not see the whole picture. And also because it then perceives the taken away, it tries to actually solve the problem so that things are not being taken away. So it tries to forcefully change the seeming outer, which is just a reflection of the inner. So it is completely backwards. And by doing that, it actually creates more of that which it doesn't want. It is literally a seemingly never-ending cycle of illusion. So, now that this has been covered, let's get to the second part of that video. Remember, all is one. Therefore, all that is being created can, or rather made visible, because never is anything truly being created. Everything exists here and now already. Everything that you can imagine and beyond is, right? All we are doing is tuning into a specific theme of exploration, into a specific story within infinite existence that God is, as a infinite field of awareness that we represent. So all is resonance, all is one, all is always a reflection of our consciousness, right? So regardless of how we choose to perceive the things that we experience, regardless of whether it is from a place of seeming dissonance or illusion, or resonance or truth, it is and will forever be only resonance. It is and will forever be pure presence, the energy of being. Again, it is and will forever be love. That which is good, holy, and beautiful. Everything is always on our side. Everything happens as us and for us. We just do not see it when we perceive it from the place of being the separated being within a world of seeming separation. But the mind does not perceive it that way, right? So the remedy would actually be just to be present, which means to simply exist, right? So we are not continuously focusing on problems, right? Or seeming problems. We also have times where we are simply existing, be it in a state of peace, of just neutrality, or of enjoyment, or regardless, right? We have our times where we are just being not in the state of dissonance. And we are constantly creating. That is a infinitely ongoing process, right? We are constantly making things visible out of the invisible. And also keep that in mind that there is more, we are more just being in a state of neutrality or peace or enjoyment, regardless, just being, than we are in a state of illusion. So, regardless of whether you are in a state of illusion and you create illusion for you, which is seemingly going on infinitely, it is still illusion. It is still anti-life. It is still not real. Therefore, it is a given that it will be removed from your experience at some point, because that is the nature. Illusions are not real. And when you are constantly creating illusion after illusion after illusion, at some point, after having experienced seemingly infinite times the same one illusion of separation, at some point you will wake up and do not choose the same things that you chose before, and suddenly things will make sense, right? So you are, in other words, constantly evolving. You're constantly moving upwards. You're sometimes just not seeing it, because even those illusions are in truth resonances, and at some point you will experience them, because your consciousness will learn from every experience, even if it does not seem that way. Oftentimes people just hold on to the way of being that they were in, or that they have been taught, out of fear of the new and out of not understanding and knowing what they could be doing better. But after having experienced 1,000 times a certain thing, they will see and understand the correlation between where they place their focus on, how they behave, what they do, and what they actually manifest as a result. And then they will change that, and this will then lead to an ever growing cycle of awakening and remembering or understanding that they have the power to change. And then this is the moment of their actual step into the beginning stages of heaven on earth. That is their destiny, of course. So I wish you much fun and a beautiful day. Love you. Bye.